Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Hey! What a freaking mess. I'm keeping it. Hi, how's it going? It is Wednesday, and I'm playing a little bit more PC Building Simulator. There we go. Now, I was talking about it in the chat. I've been making a couple of adjustments here and there for, just stuff behind the scenes, just to try and make things a little bit more efficient, just on the latter end of things. But that can also break things and make things a lot harder to do on my end, like, you know, until I learn how to do them. So here. Senora BitB's whimsical stream time. I wouldn't call it whimsical. I would call it fanciful. That's a good word. And also, I don't know, what's the technical term for tripping over your own shoelaces? Anyway, so we're, again, PC Building Simulator. Nailed it. Shit. It's been a while since I've done this, and once again, we gotta dive into it with the idea of, alright, what did I leave behind as like a horrible, horrible mess? Oh, wow. So here's another fun little story. I haven't even started up Steam. Can you tell that I was a little bit rushed today? Just a tad bit. Oh, here's another fun fact. I only finished eating dinner 1 minute after showtime, so that was another thing. I just kind of ran in here and got everything slapped together as I ate my dinner. Give me a second. Updating Steam. Steam, for the love of God. Also, I can't help but notice that the box wall isn't moving. Technical difficulties. The day. Funny stuff. Started to Google tripping over shoelaces. It tried to autocomplete it to trip facade. Oh my god. Gonzolus. I think it's time you leave. I'm gonna fix us some drinks. Except, you know, blow that out. I don't want to because I care for your ears. There we go. PC Building Simulator is booting up now. Check out this photo from your traffic earlier a couple weeks ago. That's about as close to blowing out the mic as I could possibly get. Funny enough, I recently went and looked back at a couple of episodes that I did in the past for a video game. And this was before I had the condenser that was leveling everything out live. And oh my god, I sounded a lot different. You know, like the lows were extremely quiet. Okay, give me a second. I need to also start this up. Jesus. Have I not played this game since, like, the last time I updated my PC? I think that might be the case. Also, the settings are not good. Why are the settings very low? I have a 1080, goddammit. Full speed. Also, take it out of full screen just because I want it to be in window mode. Darwedo. That's still way too loud. Hold on a sec. Oh, right. I remember now. One thing that I did, the music for this game is really ridiculously loud, so you have to, like, drop it down considerably. I'm gonna say, like, even here. Okay, there we go. Back. Now up the audio a bit so you can still, like, hear all the clicks and stuff. Okie dokie. Hey, Tim. My day is going pretty decent, working on stuff behind the scenes. How about you? Also, things are starting to warm up, so, you know, I am not frigid and freezing. Fun fact, you can actually beat Facade just by saying nothing but yes. Really? I mean, I guess. I can't see some kind of a program like that working without a couple of bugs. Okie dokie, so I need to see what... It alright? That's good to hear. Final boss of PC Building Sim. You have to fix Grandma's messy computer. She filled it with viruses and new cool toolbars. You know, I don't think you're far off, because I actually know that, I think there is some, like, really weird final bosses shit at, like, a latter end of playing the campaign mode. I have no idea what it is, and I've never seen it before, but I've seen hints of it through the Steam trading cards. That's it. Someone's warm for once. It's not me, that's for sure. Oh, damn it. Again, layers. Many, many layers. Okay, where the heck do I start? Replace graphics card. I have this suspicion that I probably have already picked this up. Oh, my mouse didn't actually click into the window. There we go. GeForce 1050 Ti. Dude, I have a replacement set for that. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I think it might have been either this one or another one. I'm not liking the fact that I don't remember anything about what I did previously. One-winged angel plays as grandma slowly walks up to you with a computer in hand. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I feel like the emails are going to be my saving grace here. So, let me see. So these are the things that need a 3D Mark score, and screw them. I'm not going to deal with them. Okay, this is the one that is replacing the graphics card. Let's see. The labor and budget was $165. I feel like, yeah, I'm going to have to look... I feel like I do need to look that up just to make sure that it is proper. Which one of these cards, like, is $165? Because I'm a little bit nervous. Some of these things, they're actually... Let's see. 1050 Ti... Gaming. Okay, maybe it's going to be as simple as just taking this thing out and comparing the types of cards. I don't know. I'm scared. Can you imagine like doing something like this? Except here's what I envision is some kind of a time bomb sort of circumstance, where like you only have a certain amount of time to fix the computer, and on top of that, if you mess with anything incorrectly, it will explode. That was my thought. All right. All right, here's the card. And actually, yeah, this is literally exactly this. So, derps a herps. There we go. Things are coming together properly. Now we need to make sure it all boots to OS. Man, I have been on a ridiculous binge of watching a whole bunch of computer and techie type of YouTubers as of late. I think that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to play this in the first place. Nostalgia Nerd is one of them. Another one is Lazy Game Reviews. I don't know if you've ever seen anything from these guys. It's a bit dry though. It's one of those things you watch strictly for like the entertainment of the subject, not necessarily for the well, I don't even want to, like, I don't want to make it sound like they're boring. But you know what I mean. It's like, it's right to the point, and it's, you know, just, not even in a did you know form factor. It's just, here's the history behind this thing. You're just giggling IRL at the contrast of a nice old lady shuffling to you with her laptop while the dramatic Final Fantasy music plays. Oh, God. I wish I had One-Winged Angel set up and ready to go here. I do have the Final Fantasy victory theme set up in a soundbot on my other Discord channel. Problem is, I am not connected to that at the moment, so... Yeah. This seems pretty simple. Clean out dust, upgrade to 8 gigs of RAM. Oh, and upgrade the CPU. Damn it! Almost. This kind of makes me wonder. I feel like there could, you know, after watching a whole bunch of stuff from both Lazy Game Reviews and Nostalgia Nerd, I wonder if there could potentially be any kind of expansion to include, like, older models of PCs, too. I have no idea why they'd do it. But that would be intriguing, that's for sure. The issue is that I feel like you would have to get some of the model name. Like, I have no idea what the rights are when it comes to old models of PCs and whether or not you could use them and their marketing and their products for that kind of a thing. I don't know. Okay. So, Shen Titan 4 gig. I feel like if I were in this circumstance, To cut down on costs, I would probably just double up on the RAM, so... Let's see if I were smart. Yes, it looks like I was smart. Bam, 8. Upgrade the CPU. How does BitB Brain work? I have to go back into the archives and think about that. So this is a Core i3. Well, let's just pull it out, why not? So, that's what it is. And I would need to have something that is inherently better. And I think what I got was this one. It's a Core i5, and pretty much everything is better across the board. Neat. I'll go with it. Don't forget to add thermal paste. Do not be stupid. And... why is that other one incompatible? Is it just too big? Or is the game just forbidding me from putting anything new in this computer? Oh, this song is so chill. Like I said, I feel like just for meme's sake, I would probably take a whole bunch of this music. If I were to ever build a computer on stream, which, again, I'm going to promise you this, I'm going to build a computer on stream one of these days. And when I do, I'm going to throw this into a rotation of music. For no other reason than it's just like, look, we're playing PC Building Simulator in real life. There we go. What do you have on your computer? I'm curious. Cats! No. I won't intrude. There we go. Alexia says, I love this song a lot. Also, build a computer on stream. You don't want to miss that. Oh, absolutely. I feel like that's actually going to be a pretty long stream, unless I am really efficient with it. I'll certainly do a heck of a lot better than those kooks over at The Verge did. I think. I don't know, this is kind of my jam. I feel like I would. So, I have this suspicion that I probably didn't prepare for any of these. Probably not. That's the scary bit. How do you hit a 3D Mark score of something? I suppose the big hint is going to be in the budget. I need to make a decision about what I can do about that. Hello, Brennan. How's it going? Oh, Jesus, this thing's... Oh, crap. You know what I just realized? I haven't been checking these things for viruses and stuff. Whoopsie doodle. I really should. Just because... Okay. Inner Rainbow. Let's go and take a look at Inner Rainbow's email real quick. Where are you? Wait, which one is it? There. There. Oh, shit. I have had it selected. Right. I need something repaired. Computer just keeps crashing. Can you fix it before this day? Sun is always going on about 3D Mark. What is that? Have you heard of EVGA? They're meant to be pretty good. Right. Yeah, this was pretty straightforward. Because they were just like, buy me an EVGA. Oh, I know what you want. Ooh. Gotch subset. I don't know if I said that correctly or not, but hello, you're now following on Mixer. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, just remembered that, yeah, I need to actually inspect these PCs before I push them out the door. Oh, there. And connect the damn things. See, at this stage, I'm now thinking it might be beneficial for me to buy a new desk. Just because I can only work on one computer at a time. And what if you have one computer set up and working on 3D Mark, and then you just have to twiddle your thumbs for a while you wait for that to finish? That's not fun. Okay. It keeps crashing, eh? I wonder if there's anything else I could do about that. Let me see. Can you finish before that day? Sun's always going on about 3D Mark. Alright, well, I am doing just that. It says it keeps crashing. I wonder if maybe this has something to do with viruses. Any news on Mario Kart? I am not sure. I guess it comes down to whether or not anybody is curious or interested in doing Mario Kart sometime. I know there are a few people that are interested in it. Brennan, you're one of them. I just feel like it'd be sad with only like 3 people. Okay, let's check for viruses. Oh, no, it's clean. Never mind. Okay, well, I guess I will run 3D Mark just to check on that. And now we sit and wait. Okie dokie, Smokey. I've actually been doing some tests with Mario Kart as of late. I took a big old portion of time just testing and making sure that everything was working on an interface for a Mario Kart stream. I'm also trying to work on a thumbnail as well, that too. And also, I'm trying to do an interesting little experiment. Problem is, I'm having trouble finding a way to do it functionally. Because I don't think it's feasibly possible, actually. You know, like 120 hertz monitors and stuff like that? I'm interested in maybe manipulating Mario Kart footage so that it's running at 120 hertz. And that way you can watch Mario Kart in, like, the slickest frame rate you have ever seen, ever in your life. I wanted to try and work on that, but I'm not entirely sure if videos can even go up to the frame rate that is required to even do 120 hertz. Like, I don't know if that's something that's exclusively capable within video games, and that's about it. Like, I don't even know if MP4s can go up to 120 frames. I know for a fact that my current editing software does not allow you to do that. It only gets up to like 99 frames. It's just like, oh, screw you. Okay, there we go. 3D Mark. I have 3D Mark, and I have Scan Your Thing. You should be plenty happy. Now, as for this person, I need to check their stuff too. Yep. And actually, that's one of the things that I am currently working on is I'm trying to find some kind of new editing software for the sake of videos. I've railed and just ranted on Adobe software for the longest time. But mainly because if you want to buy any of the new Adobe software nowadays, you have to do it on a monthly basis. Like, it's all monthly fees. And I personally would really like to have... Like, I want to own my software. That's a big problem. So I can't really get anything from Adobe, and I've been searching around trying to find anything else that might be good. And I found a couple of things, but unfortunately, they don't really work as well as I would wish them to work. All right, so rig is running really slow. Appreciate it if you could replace the CPU with something better. Hoping for 8 gigs of memory. The fans seem to be working harder than normal. Benchmarking your changes is really important. Oh, son of a bitch. My brother has Team Group in his... Oh, wait a minute. My brother has Team Group in his PC. He says they're the best. Oh, shit. Oopsies. So, that's very interesting. Because aren't you the exact same computer that I said, oh, yeah, I don't need to think too hard about the RAM in here? Actually, never mind. It looks like I may have gotten some special RAM for this case. Right. It's a good thing I'm double-checking this shit. Ooh, Crackhead Joe, hello. Budget $250. Gotcha. Okay. So... Right, what I did... Okay. For those people who are, like, just jumping in, I left the stream off at this point in time, the last time I played this, and I'm just trying to claw back into my brain and remember what the heck I even did. So, yeah, what I think I did was I went and I got him 1 stick of this. There we go. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I sticking in this slot? I don't know if it really matters, but... That just seems silly to put it there. So I guess I have 2 sticks of Shan to sit in a random computer sometime. Okie dokie. So there's that. Hope you're happy, buddy. That's some good parts. I'll tell you one thing that I have been interested in picking up as of late. A new keyboard. Because one, I've had this computer here, this keyboard here I've had for a really long time. And I've had many different instances in it where I have accidentally like spilled water or spilled soda on it. And it still works, but some of the keys are kind of sticky. What graphics card is that? Good question. That's not the main thing that we're currently working on at the moment. It says in this thing here. The graphics card in this is an Asus Radeon RX 560. Interesting. Well, that's not really what we're working on at the moment. Okay, so benchmarking is what I need to do now. Now, the annoying thing about anything related to finding a keyboard is that there doesn't seem to be a consensus with people about what the best keyboard brands are. Not really. Like, the current keyboard that I have right now is a Razer keyboard, and I'm not a fan of it because it's got such flat keys. Like, I don't like that. I've never liked that. It feels like I'm using it's like I'm using a laptop as opposed to using a desktop computer. I'm sorry, that's not what I put like all of this effort and all of these extra parts into my current build. Just to go, okay, flat keyboard. Tiny little slate keys. I'm pretty sure this is going to do nothing, but why the heck not? I really hope I don't get penaltied for putting antivirus on their computer. That would suck. Just like, oh, bloatware. I didn't want that shit. I swear to God, if they do that, I'm going to be very angry. How dare he go and he do this extra thing? You should be thankful, goddammit. Enjoy your free copy of Norton. Okay, well now I gotta wait for this guy to finish. One of these days, I gotta pick up one of these desks. How much do these things cost? Oh, yeah, you must be level 8 to build the third workbench. Okay, technically speaking, I could buy this, but I'm also terrified about accidentally spending way more money. Funny stuff in the YouTube chat. Who needs bloatware, malware, or spyware when you have WarioWare? Great, now Wario laughing is stuck in my head. Thank you. Finish that up. Now, once again, we're going to have to base these things off of whatever the heck the budgets were for them. So, yeah. That freaking video. I played it multiple times with friends, and they're just like, what the hell's wrong with you? I was like, I'm not sure. I don't think it's something that has been diagnosed yet. Okie dokie. What would be the easiest one to get out of these? Also. Oh, wait. I've already opened this one, apparently. PC Computer OS, 3D Mark score of that. What did I do with this? Jog my memory. Ooh. Yeah, ooh. Okay. So, maybe okay. I think one thing that'll definitely help is to go and read Sick Pencil's email. So let me go and do that. Are you available to upgrade my computer? Gotta hit this number in benchmarks. I read that DFL parts are really good. I heard you guys put it in parts PCs. Okay. My guess is that that has to do with the graphics card. And I believe what I did was I picked up a DFL Radeon 290. If any of these are pointing to anything here. Unplug you. Unplug you. I've seen the latest video, Link running. That one is just silly. Now the question is, which one of these DFLs was it? You know what? It was probably the brand spanking new one. That's what I think. That was a very interesting connection. I've never seen a cable like this. A PCI connection cable. That's weird. Also, this just seems like a downgrade. Honestly, this just seems wrong. Well, okay. Another thing they could do, because parts 325. Let me go over to that email. I'm going to check it, and I'm going to see if 325 matches with it. And if that's the case, then we are solid. Yep, budget 325. Yeah. That freaking works. We're starting to piece it back together. Little by little, we're figuring it out. Ooh, here. We're going to need to benchmark this thing, so... God, why does everybody need to benchmark? I'm really angry. Somebody at 3D Mark made some kind of a plan with PC Building Simulator to just advertise the hell out of their software, and it makes me mad. Because it just adds an extra step onto everything I do. So what other news? I'm trying to think of some other news that's been happening as of late. Good news. Negative news just brings the room down. I could talk all day about negative news, but that ain't fun. I'm gonna take you out. Here, actually, I'm gonna pull up one of my windows that I've had up for a little while. I have some tech news for stuff. Nothing particularly like big or interesting is happening in tech news as of late. That usually tends to happen around the time, like, you know, E3 is happening, or the CES types of shows. And right now we are at a drought for that. The most exciting thing that's happened as of late is stuff involving Tesla. And I do not care. Oh, right, the whole discless Xbox thing. I remember that. I guess, like, a cost-effective Xbox is going to be coming out at some point, or at least, like, there's a reported one. Which is funny because I remember that there was a huge stink about that quite a while ago. About the whole, oh no, don't take away the disk drive. We like physical media. Don't destroy physical media. Oh, just give it like 4 years and everyone doesn't care. I guess I'm a PC game player, so at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me all that much. Oh, achievement unlocked. Perfection. With one of those. Okay, symbols. 3660. Oh yeah, we hit the number on the dot. Gotcha, that's what it is. Was there anything else I need to do with this real quick? Gotta hit that. DFL parts are good. Heard you guys put used parts in your PCs. Please don't do that. I didn't. I was very nice. I was a good boy. Okay. So let's try and pull this apart with this. There's a good chance that these computers, I didn't have any idea of what I'm supposed to do with it. Though, like the previous one, we did have the hints about the budget and what we could potentially do with it. So maybe I did something with that. Upgrade Nicholas Sykes' computer. Hello. I need to upgrade my PC. I'm a bit obsessed with performance. Does this number sound reasonable for benchmark score? Have I heard of these lovely people called AMD? No, I've never heard of their parts before. They're meant to be pretty good. Those plastic white cables look real... Okay. Here we have another guy who wants specific cables. Okay. So, AMD. I guess that means that I probably bought a CPU within that price point. Oh, speaking of which, let me check that. So the budget was $190. And if I were to go into here, head over to CPUs and processors, and type in AMD. Again, the budget was $190. If I have to take a guess... Ooh. AMD Ryzen 5 quad-core. Is that it? Hold on a moment. Computer. Back it out. Oh, I was actually pressing F1. Oh, it's a 1500X. Here. Do I got that? I do. Hey! Have you heard about 3D Mark? Trademark. That's how I feel sometimes. It's like, please stop it. I don't actually own 3D Mark. I thought at one point I might have been interested in picking up the 3D Mark version for VR. But then I realized, I could... I probably already know. I don't need a program to tell me whether or not my computer is good or not. I mean, for the most part, now that I think about it. I believe this was the part that was in it previously. Yeah. I didn't put anything fancy in here. My brain works completely backwards. Did I put thermal paste on that? Have I heard of 3D trademark? No, literally, I was just kind of going on autopilot there, and I completely forgot whether or not I even put thermal paste on it, despite the fact that I literally just did it. I don't think that food that I ate is kicking in yet. Okie dokie. Well, pretty darn sure I did. Okay. Oh, hi, 3D Mark. Okay, what else did this guy ask me to do? Upgrade my PC to that. Benchmark score. Have you heard of AMD? Plastic white cable. All right, so one of the things that he wants is he wants me to replace stuff with Well, hold on a fuck nugget. Nice wrap. Give me a sec. What about all this? That's all white cables. Is that all right? Oh, wait, hold on. What's this connected to? Oh, this is connected to, like, the top here. Here. Let me see what happens when I take this off. Maybe he's asking me to, like, completely replace all the white cables. Okay, that doesn't matter because I have these things out, and yet that they're stayed exactly the same. I don't understand that system. Oh well. Okay, so I guess now I should probably install 3D Mark. You know, watching all those videos about old PCs and stuff, they just reminded me about how gaudy and shiny and ridiculously stupid the 2000s were. Like, if you think back, it was trying so hard to be all chromish and new and technological. It was, like, curves was the big thing, and like icons that were in 3D, and they looked really, really fancy, and you know, they didn't look as flat and normal looking as previous versions of other pieces of software or pieces of hardware. Like, they were trying so hard to impress you, and then, like, looking back, we realized just how, like, kitschy and weird everything was. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just, like, look up pictures of old Windows Media Player. Early 2000s. Future! Chrome! And nowadays, we're all very, very plain, and everything's, like, flat and matte and... Now? Wow, we made mistakes. I mean, that's life in a nutshell. 10 years down the line, you're going to look back at a lot of things you did now, and it's like, why'd I do that? Everything is Chrome in the future! It's still loading, also. I know, I was just looking at that Jeep, and I was getting some weird Jurassic Park vibes. Although, despite the fact that it's clearly not Jurassic Park. I feel like, yeah, I should probably treat myself and get myself one of these desks. Just so just so I can continue to keep working. I'm antsy. I don't want to do it too early, though. Oh, Underfell. Hello, Underfell. You saw a robot do a backflip. Oh, you're talking to one of those, oh, what company does that? Funny Stuff says, also, gonna try and finish your next Hat in Time level by next week. You've been procrastinating it due to other work and also art. Well, I don't want to put any pressure on you, so, like, finish it whenever you want, but I am thinking about doing another Hat in Time stream sometime next week. But again, don't worry about, like, any kind of a deadline. I would probably be getting to playing the map anytime anyways. Underfell says, not in real life, but it's not a little one. It's about 10 human height. Oh, God. All right, that just sounds like a Gundam. You really want to finish it. Fair enough. No, I've had plenty of projects where I jam all the way through it. Like, there are some projects that I've had close to nothing finished with. And then within, like, a period of about 4 days, I suddenly do a ton of extra work out of nowhere just because I'm like, I want to see this happen. Okay, so you're asking for plastic white, AMD, that score. I have hit that score. I'm gonna call you good. So I have one more computer left, and I'm willing to bet that I probably already prepared for that. Yeah. It's crusty! You once finished a whole school video project in one night. Good job. That was a whole lot of stuff that I did back in high school and middle school. Just like, I don't care about this. I'm gonna go play Minecraft. Screw this. And then it'll get closer to deadline. It's like, oh wait, I probably should have did that. Whoops. Wing it! I'm trying to remember some cases of me winging it on projects. You know, one thing I was always fairly good with, a lot of people would comment and compliment me on one particular thing, and that was my PowerPoint presentations. Mainly because I was annoying and flashy with them. It's just being like, well, that was fun to watch. I don't remember what the heck it was that you were trying to present, but that was fun to watch. T. Twain. I mean, that's basically me in a nutshell. Underfell says, love doing the writing stuff in short time. Love the feel of the rush. God, I don't. It just, you feel pressured in those circumstances. I'm not a fan of that pressure. Okay, so what this guy's asking. My rig is running really slowly lately. I want you to make sure that my rig is as fast as it can be. Can you get a benchmark at that? Never cleaned it out. Is that okay? No, it's not. I read that MSI parts are really good. So I believe I recall what it was that this guy was asking for was a new graphics card. Because MSI is pretty much directly a brand that is associated with graphics cards in this game, so... Oh, hello, Gabby. Gabby has brought the eggs. Underfell says, I'm hella fast at typing. The speed of typing is not my issue. My issue is that I need to actually put a little bit of thought and effort into it. Also, I mean, I guess one other thing that I like to do is whenever I do any kind of writing, especially when it comes to scripts and things, I definitely want to make sure that whatever I'm currently writing is, it doesn't have any extra problems with it. And that can easily happen in the event you... Well, okay, so for example, let's say you do the entirety of the script. You're just like, oh yeah, this script is real good. And then you just say, yeah, that's good enough. And then you actually go to present it. And then you find that there are at least 20 different problems with the script. It doesn't flow correctly. It doesn't sound right. You're missing a whole bunch of things that you probably should have said. That's the kind of thing that I hate to run into when it comes to projects. And that's why whenever I do any kind of work when it comes to that stuff, I'll make a draft and then I'll walk away from it for a day. And then I'll come back to that draft later and I'll be sitting there thinking, what the heck was my problem? And then I'll go and I'll fix it. Oh yeah, I think this is just a universal problem. I think a lot of people have it. You can't be too sure of yourself when it comes to a script. Like, absolutely nobody is perfect. You gotta take some time, you need to wait. Like, for example, well, the Abitabytes episode about the top 5 lists, I did not do that in just, like, one shot. You know, like, I had the idea for the list, but then I would work incrementally, just like, this is what I need to talk about with you. This is what I need to talk about this one, and this one, this one, this one. And then I reread that thing over and over again just to make sure that I could. Like just to make sure that it flowed properly. And that I wasn't saying a whole bunch of frivolous and stupid stuff that actually didn't matter in the long run. And I found a lot. Like, I had a lot of fluff that I ended up cutting out of that video. It would have been like 30 minutes had I left a bunch of that stuff in. So, thank God I didn't. Wonderfell says, if you can tell, you can do proper English, capitalization, commas, and other stuff. It's very clean. Okay, so I have this thing installed. Was there anything else that this guy was asking for? I want to make sure my rig's fast as can be. Graphics card is popped in. I've cleaned it out. I've given you MSI parts. I think this guy would be a happy camper. What's some of the stuff that I've winged? I don't know. My main problem is that when I rush through projects, there's a very high percentage that I have screwed something up. Here's an interesting thing. I only recently noticed this. Now, you remember that one Super Smash Brothers conductor video that I made? Like, I don't know what the heck happened to me, but I had this ridiculous amount of effort. Like, I had a lot of enthusiasm for that project out of nowhere. It's like, oh my god, this is too good of an idea not to do. So I went and I did it, and I finished it within the span of 4 days. Like, including just the scripting, the voice work, the editing for all of the individual thumbs for... Like, the thumbnails for every single character. I did all of those things within the span of, like, 4 days. But, because I had rushed through it, I mean, I did pretty good on keeping everything consistent. There is one single error that I made when I did that video. Talk about a speed project. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it was, but the error has to do with Incineroar's page. Which is funny because I've been doubling back and checking on every single one of the slides just to make sure that they were correct. But sadly, one thing in Incineroar's little slide, I messed up. Like I said, not going to say exactly what it is. If you can figure it out, internet cookie, I suppose. I can't really send you, like, straight up cookies. Anyways, I think this is good to go. So, let's just take a real good look at this. I feel like we need to stop and just admire our work here. Look at that. Bake cookies and send them via mail. I've heard of some people that do that. Like, you need to pick a very specific recipe that's good when it comes to, you know, not crumbling. If some, like, really, you know, a really angry UPS guy just throws the cookies onto the truck one day, it's like, screw it! Alright, so now it's time to check on all these and see if I did good. Let's do it. 5-star. They proved my PC could get that much in 3D Mark, and I'm really happy. Alright. Here's this one. They showed my PC benchmarking at this, and even used awesome DFL parts. No, Tim, I don't want to talk to you. Achievement unlocked. Bending over backwards. Oh, I'm at 4.5 stars now. Okay, that's what that was. They put in a working graphics card, and I couldn't... I was just going to throw in a really crappy one, but okay. Couldn't be happier. Alright, upgrade CPU. The upgraded CPU is working great, and using it is a massive pleasure now. Sweet. Alright, this is the last one. Can we get 5 stars in a row? Cross your fingers. I saw they ran the benchmark with that score. I'm really happy. Awesome! And look, our money has skyrocketed, and it'll immediately be poured down the drain after I go and buy new products. Ooh, Underfell says, also, did a VR test for my computer. It had 0.7% frames, less than 60, and it was 18, but it said it was, but wait. In reference to what now? It had 0.7 frames less than 60? Oh, okay. All right. Percentage-wise, that's the amount that it wasn't hitting. But it said it was bad. I guess I'm very confused at the flow chart of information here. I don't know. You need a real good PC to make VR happen. Speaking of which, I was considering doing a VR stream today, but I decided I wanted to just chill tonight. So, man, I decided PC Building Simulator was good. I'm debating, I mean, I kind of want to do one sometime really, really soon, though. I figure if we're not doing Smash next Sunday, I was considering maybe doing it on Sunday. I'm not sure. Also, did I hear about the new Labo kit that got announced? No! What is it? Is it a Labo tank? I am curious of that. Okay. So let me go ahead and just discard all this. We've got $5,000 at our disposal. Oh, hello. Blake at Film Classics is back. Or wait, is it? I think this is just a, I forget if I read this or not. I'll probably just read it again. It's VR kits! Yes! Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? Funny enough, they had a, for the longest time, Nintendo actually did have a patent for that. So, people were pretty much debating just like how much longer is it going to take. They're going to make it out of cardboard, though. I feel like that's going to end in a lot of broken switches. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, let me just go ahead and revoice this. This is our movie friend, so I'm doing it as the conductor. Blake Paterberg is proud to present the Film Classics Archive. This thing, temporary URL pending industry sponsorship. A carefully curated collection of cult films dedicated to protecting and preserving classics like Babes of Planet Baltimore, Wet Heat, Dry Heat, and the Thrawn Buster series. Founder Blake Paterberg is an industry professional with over 5 years of experience and assistant junior moderator at community-led news and reviews authorities Movie Maniacs. Thanks to his passion of true cinema and appreciation for the classics, the Film Classics Archive is guaranteed to be around for generations to come. Testimonials from leading industry figures. Yes, Blake Paterberg was on our moderation staff, Movie Maniacs. He always loved films, especially those funny foreign ones. Lucille Patterberg, history teacher. Okay. Retired. Quick payment and no fuss. A++ buyer. The Movie Guy 1988 Experience Media Reseller. More testimonials TBA. Only Blake Patterberg and the Film Classics Archive have what it takes to preserve cinematic history. Sign up as a supporter today. Yeah, this certainly doesn't sound like something that he wrote himself. Blake Patterberg! Right. Yeah, no. Spam. Anyway, hello there. I need a new PC for the local train enthusiast club. It doesn't need to be fancy, but could do with a reasonable... excuse me. A reasonable amount of RAM and storage for the weekly slideshows. They can get rather long. Many thanks, Rob. All right. So, what he's asking... Huh. Ooh, all right. So, this is interesting. Okay, the local train enthusiast club. Doesn't need to be fancy, but could do with a reasonable amount of RAM and storage for the weekly slideshows. They can get rather long. The budget is $750. Very intriguing. Upgrade to that. Upgrade. So wait, does this thing... It doesn't look like it actually comes with a PC. It looks like I gotta build this thing from scratch. Yeah, alright. Very well, very well. So, what I'm wondering... Let me take a look at this. Euro Truck. Warcry. Farming. Flight. Football. Minecraft. Player Unknown. Rocket League. Sail Away. None of these things say anything about trains. Unless I'm completely missing this. Oh, Underfell says, you meant it had frames that were at 60, were 0.7% out of about 18K frames. Okay. Right, gotcha. Yeah, VR, it's temperamental. Also, it might have everything to do with just the computer parts in your computer. If they're old enough, even if they were high-grade parts when they originally came out, they might still look at that and go, no. I'd say that's pretty good. I don't know. If it ends up not working, I guess the computer warned you. I don't see anything about trains in this thing. I thought maybe something to do with trains would... Maybe the Train Enthusiast Club thing is just sort of a red herring. Doesn't need to be fancy, but could do with a reasonable amount of RAM and storage for the weekly slideshows. They can get rather long. Interesting. All right. So I suppose I could just build a, a shitty computer. I'm going to accept this. Sounds fine. Oh, low disk space. I despair. Oh, right. Isn't this the, Yep. Yeah, this is the computer snob asshole. Good day. I knew all of this technology was a terrible idea. It was doomed from the outset, and I've had to sit by as a whole technological farce tumbles down around me. You'd think electronics these days would be able to handle a simple 500-page novel, but apparently it's simply too much to ask. First my keyboard gave up the ghost, and now I'm being told that I'm running low on disk space. Whatever happened to the days of just writing directly on the paper and submitting a finished draft by hand? Naturally, one first had to build a small outbuilding in which to properly store one's paper. My father's was cedar, but any hardwood would do in a pinch. The really important part is choosing the location. Good drainage and proximity to the house are both of paramount importance, as is avoiding any obviously uneven terrain. It's all worth it, of course, because at the proper storage is arranged, one can move on to the exciting task of collecting writing papers. But I digress. I gather it's a fairly simple fix to add more disk space, but naturally, I'm loath to attempt it myself. Would you be so kind as to do whatever is necessary? Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. These smug assholes. And yes, I remember his computer. We installed all of his stuff, so it looks like I just need to add an extra 500 gigs to his thing. That's fine. Can I fix this? No. Hiya. Something's definitely broken. Who knew the RAM had to go in one way around? I really need this done quickly. I'd never clean this out. Is that okay? Uh-oh. That sounds pretty straightforward. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that maybe I have the parts for a whole bunch of these things. We will see. Request for repairs. Hello, this is something... Wait, there's something wrong with my PC. I keep getting errors when I try to turn the PC on. So can you do that before this day? I'm a total Cooler Master fanboy. I've noticed it sometimes runs a bit slow. Interesting. Okay, I wonder what the problem could be. He's a Cooler Master guy? Oh yeah, there's a Cooler Master thing. I wonder if one of the heating units inside this thing is bad. Maybe. I'm a little bit lazy, so I kind of want to just pick it up and get the parts and then send it out the next day. I got time, so I might as well. Pretty sure I could... Alright. So this is an email about new parts. That's fine. Discard that. Oh my god, yeah. I have so many new parts after I sent in that many computers. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd say we're turning around Tim's place pretty good. Speaking of which, assigning a PC to it, I know. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we still have this sign up here. Oh, I must own 25% of the company to change it. What? Bullhorse! How do I need to... Okay, I must own 25% of the company? How do I do that? Is there stocks I can deal with? Also, why doesn't Tim own this? He told me the place was all mine. Fine, whatever. Okay, so we got 4 PCs incoming. Let's think about this one. Spend less than $750. So it looks like what we're going to need is we're going to need to pick up some specific parts. We don't have any cases, so that's a good start. We don't need an AMD case. Well, we don't need anything fancy. Let's just sort it by price. Oh dear. Here. Ascending. There we go. I would like to purchase a stocks, please. Exactly 1 stocks. Okay. Also, this is mid tower. What's the other stuff? Full tower. Okay. Wonder if that's gonna matter. Probably not. I think I'm going to add one of these to my cart. Now we gotta work this out. 16 gigs of RAM. Okay. What do I currently have in my inventory for RAM? Do I have something particularly cheap? Well, I have a lot of cheap stuff, but probably shouldn't use any of it. PC hacking simulator. See, now I just want a PC hacking simulator. That'd be fun. 16 gigs of RAM. Well, you don't need anything too fancy. So, the DFL motivator... What do I currently have inside? Xi'an Titan 4G. Where's Xi'an in this list? Here we go. No, that's a Xi'an... Here we are. This is $35. It's like 130, 140 bucks. Rapid keyboard clicking. I'm in. Isn't that just Hacknet? Fair enough. So this person needs 16 gigs of memory. Again, the budget for this thing is about 750 bucks. It's going to be some expense. Can I maybe save myself any amount of money by just buying the sticks outright? I think so. Yeah, because a few of these things... Definitely. It doesn't make much sense to just buy a whole bunch of sticks that I already have and then splice them all together in some Frankenstein nightmare. And it's definitely not worth it to just go in for the 170 stick. Screw that. Although, that isn't bad. Do we have one at lower megahertz? We do. Ooh. There is absolutely no specifics about the speed of the RAM. So I'd say we could just get one of those and call it a day. Up to 500 gigs of storage. I don't have any... Actually, funny enough, 500 gigabytes of storage. I have another dude that wants 500 gigabytes of storage too, so I guess I'll get 2 of those. All right. So those are the only specifics that they wanted. CPU-wise, I feel like they would probably be okay with getting pretty much close to anything. With that being said, what do I currently have sitting in my system for CPUs? They don't want any powerful CPUs, and I got a lot of used ones. This would be the weakest one at the cheapest one. Intel Pentium. So that is fine. I'd say we're good on that. Max RAM speed is 2666. The RAM that I picked up is that 16 gigabyte thing. Well, how much was that? Oh yeah, that was 2400. I'm good. All right, just trying to like run it through my own brain. It's like, what else is left? What else do I need? Actually, let me check my cart real quick. So this is going to be his motherboard. This is going to be, well, minus one of these 50s. There's the case. We have the CPU. We're good on that. What other parts do I need? Oh, yeah, we're going to need some CPU cooling. Shit. I guess I'll go with, like, just a basic thing. It's going to be a weak CPU, so it doesn't need something that's that good of a cooler. Motherboard is good. Memory is good. Graphics card, man, we probably have a crap graphics card sitting in my inventory doing something. Quite a few. And there's nothing in here specifying the graphics card. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind, and I'm gonna say the graphics card is good. We're good on that. Storage, we're good. All right, we need a power supply. And this thing isn't going to really be a powerhouse. Oh, we have a Power King sitting in our inventory. Why? When did I buy that and why? Or is this a used one? It is a used one. Screw it. I'm giving you used parts. You're asking for something really, really small and really, really cheap. So I'm giving you that. Good on cables, good on cases. All right, I think we're good for this dude's computer. This dude just wants, you know, more disk space. Kind of throwing caution to the wind with Orient Express guy. I'm just going to assume that his computer will be under 700. Or I hope so. Something's definitely broken. Who knew RAM had to go in one way? Never cleaned it out. Is that okay? What kind of RAM do you have in your computer? Okay, you have 8 gigs. Should I be getting the exact same RAM, or should I... Well, alright, is it the exact same quality is a good question. Because I have a whole bunch of RAM sticks in here, but maybe I can get away with not giving him something really... no. He might get pissed if I give him a downgrade. When did I get this, and why did I buy it? Well, regardless, what's the budget? The budget is 80 bucks. Literally the only thing he really wants is a replacement to the RAM. So let's not mess with that. Let's not fuck that up. The RAM he has in here. Okay, it's 2666. Zen Numbo is a beast. And that pretty much... Oh, wait, no. Haha! No, I saw that 240 megahertz bastard. When did I get this and why did I buy it? Me looking at my Steam library. I've gotten way too many games and like bundles, and I just don't know. I have like over 200 games in my library, and I'm scared of them. Okie dokie then. Well, I've got his RAM, and I guess I'll clean his computer out while it's also here. Hello! Errors turning on PC. I don't really know what could potentially be happening with this guy. Cooler Master fanboy. Isn't this the guy that I said, I don't know what the heck it is you want? Oh, replace PSU. Alright. What's the budget? Budget is 60? Well, let's just take a guess based on that, shall we? He also likes Cooler Master, so that'll do it. Alright, so we got yours. We got the RAM for you. We're covering your low disk space. We're building you a PC. I think we got everybody's stuff. Sweet. I'm trying to remember, like, what games do I have that I've looked in my inventory. I'm like, did Steam just hand this to me? I guess I won't say anything about it. Whatever, man. All right. Let's take a look at the price of everything in here. Okay, we have the case for that one dude's computer. Memory for these guys. This is very awkward. I really genuinely hope I'm getting everybody's stuff. Oh, well. There we go. Again, hopefully we will be making bank as opposed to royally messing it up. All right, let's shut down. Call it a day. Okay. Oh, Jesus. All right, the rent is due in 2 days. It's good. It's fine. Got it. This freaking rap. This definitely reminds me of something from the 2000s. Alright, let's work on building this PC real quick. That's what I want to do. Boink. Alright, this dude's computer. Right, what I wanted to do with him was I wanted to get him a bunch of used parts. And that should be fine since, you know, we got a lot of used parts from a lot of different people. Okay, the Xian, that's what he wants. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to use for him. Okie dokie. Why? Okay. I just have a broken motherboard sitting in here. Get out of here. The music in this game is a little bit bipolar. Like, you'll listen to, you know, 90s and, like, 2000s style rap. And then you move to, like, more modern type of, techno type of stuff. And then just rock. There's no reason why. No questions. Alright, now the memory that you wanted... Oh, God. My brain. I'm going to turn you on here. Don't take that onto context, chat. I know for a fact that we wanted to put the weakest CPU in this thing. CPU cooling. There we go. He wants the weak sauce stuff. Alright, now graphics card. What did I do for the graphics card? I basically just said, I'm going to take the one that is the least powerful and just shove it in here. And hope that that works. If not, I can always just go and get something that is, you know, even worse. What's the worst thing in here, I guess? It'd probably be you. Yeah. Although it's expensive, though. That's weird. Let me test some stuff out here. Because it really doesn't matter, like, which one of the... Oh, this is broken. Get out of here. Okay, again. It really doesn't matter how powerful. I think... Is the sell price indicative of what the price is in, you know, in the store? Let me take a look at this. $58. All right. Well, okay. Let's remember $58. That was this. Let's try and pop in the least powerful one, which appears to be this one. 90. So somehow, just from the, I don't know, made out of some different stuff, I suppose. Okay, I guess I will gun with putting in the weakest priced one. Because that's all that really matters. I want this to be like underneath $750. Upgrade to 16 gigs of RAM. All right. That was the thing that was actually important. So, I forget. Do I need... I am not a fan of computers that don't have easy access to the freaking storage devices. Clearly, this is one of them that doesn't. You know, you need to go to the other side of the computer just to work with it. Okay. Slap that down. Going pretty good. So we got the CPU, we got the RAM, we got the graphics, we got the power, we've got that. I think that's pretty much everything you need to build a computer. All right. Funny enough, if that is the case, then the price of this thing is really cheap. Am I forgetting something? I probably am. Got it. What is this drive, like this spot up here? Is that... Oh, is that for like an optical drive or something? I have no freaking clue. Here's a fun fact. I actually have several optical drives installed into this computer. And they get, like, no use. Because, like, nowadays everything's digital. It used to, though, so, you know, I feel vindicated that way. I saw one guy's computer. He's just got a bunch of switches on the front of it. And it's like trying to start up some kind of a power generator. Like, it's cartoonish just how... Oh, I forgot. Since it's a brand new computer, I need to install the OS. No, this thing just looks like some cartoony government-level computer. Where it's just like you're pushing in buttons, you're flipping switches just for the sake of turning the freaking thing on. And it's actually programmed so that if you do it properly, everything within the system lights up. I just laughed when I saw it. I'm like, why? I'll admit, okay, lights are pretty cool inside a computer, but why would you go through that much effort? Holy mother of God. Oh, whoops. And that's important. Okie dokie. Well, there's his freaking computer. Is there something I'm completely forgetting about? I feel like the answer is yes. Anyway, it's Orient Express. What did you ask? I need a new PC for the local train enthusiast club. Doesn't need to be fancy, but could do with reasonable amount of RAM. Done. Storage. Done. Yeah. That is what he has asked. There is nothing more that he could possibly get out of this circumstance. Okay. So, okay, this thing is just replacing the PSU, but there's probably some extra problems with it. Because I seem to remember it just stopped turning on for whatever reason. And that probably ties back to the PSU, but who knows? I might find some other horrible thing. I'm trying to hit all the cables except without open this thing up. I think I can't anymore. Right? How do I take this thing off? Here, I'm going to have to take these out. That news about the upgrade to OBS, it just reminds me again the fact that I don't have one of those really fancy schmancy new, well, you know, one of the fancy schmancy new graphics card by NVIDIA. And that just makes me super jealous. I have last year's model, which, unfortunately, does a good enough job that you really don't have to worry about it. I can't blatantly just go, oh, hey, look, the new model's out. I'm going to toss that into my computer for no reason. Mr. Frugal. Oh, this is literally the exact same thing. Ah. Well, there we go. I think we've found exactly what we need. Oh, I'm trying to connect the computer. Oops. Now we're just going to plug this computer in right now. I wonder how they went about doing the lyrics for this bit. Like, you think somebody came forward and said, hey, you have this fancy schmancy and cool computer game thing, and we just noodled around with some lyrics. Did you want to maybe do a thing with our lyrics? It'd be really cool if that was the case. See, now I'm getting picky because I'm seeing all these other cables that I have not completely replaced out of the case, and I currently have the white cables enabled. Oh shoot, what? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on a moment. Install, and specifically I want to work with sleeved plastic white. I don't understand you, game. Yeah, all the other ones are black now. I don't get it. How do I freaking replace these? Oh, hello, Victor. Don't forget to download RAM. I'll get right on that. I just have to go to a dodgy website. I love how it says that these parts are used. Yeah, no shit. It took you 3 days to build your PC. Ooh. Did you do anything fancy with yours? Any fancy parts or any kind of a... Oh, oops. Any kind of fancy lighting? First PC, all new. Oh, that sounds shiny and cool. From Amazon. Oh, did you have somebody custom build it for you? Or, like, was it all the parts, like, from Amazon? Oh, GTX 1070. Pretty good. Okay, well, that's the computer set up, all pretty much ready to go. Let's hope that this thing doesn't, like, blow out. Because I did it once before. Okay, it's working. Now, wait a minute. Visible Christopher. Let me go ahead and read this thing. Don't I have the GTX 980 Ti? I don't have the GTX 980 Ti. Let's hope this thing blows out. No! No, Underfell. No, I actually have the 1080. Which, it does a lot of wonders for this stream and my computer, that's for sure. I can do so many different things processing-wise. It's great. Although, I'm still hungry for more! Sadly, the 1080 that I have, it's not compatible with SLI, so the only thing I could possibly do is upgrade it to the next model, or just completely replace the whole shoot and match with it. You like Intel, I bet. Yeah, a little bit. I've used nothing but Intel, so I have a little bit of a bias. I feel like if I went and picked up an AMD processor or made an AMD build, I'd be cool with it. Anyways, so the budget for this thing was basically the power supply. Keep getting errors when I try to turn the PC on. Can you do this before this day? Cooler Master. Notice it sometimes runs a bit slow. He says it runs a bit slow sometimes. What I think that might be hinting at is viruses. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. It says nothing about benchmarking it, so screw it. I ain't doing that. You need a new SSD. Ooh. Well, I forget, when was the last time that you were in one of the streams? Because a lot of things have happened since then. New hard drive. Like, recently I went ahead and completely wiped my primary drive on this computer. You forgot already. No, I completely wiped the hard drive on this computer and reinstalled Windows from scratch. And cut out a ton of the bloatware that was sitting on this computer and doing nothing. Fixed up a lot of issues with the registry, and now my computer is running like it's like brand spanking new. I love it. It's great. I'm so glad I did. Just because, like, before, when I was restarting this computer, I would have to wait for a good 10 minutes for the thing to recombobulate itself and get everything set up and ready to go. Wowzers, that's a lot of viruses. Yeah, quite a few. All right, so this is our artsy buddy. All he wants us to do is install a new hard drive, so that is totally possible. Here, it's so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here. Sorry. Close it. Come on, Jesus. Oh, right, I had to close it first and then latch. Good. Accuracy, I guess. But no, if there's anything that I could recommend, like if your computer is acting kind of slow and kind of funky, for the love of all that is holy, do not just go and pick up some random piece of software that says, we can speed up your PC. It won't. I guarantee you. Just get somebody who knows computers to do a clean install of Windows. That tends to fix a lot of things. Back up your files and reinstall Windows clean. It's not hard. You have 500 gigabytes of mechanical hard drive, but is really old, like from 2008. Oh my god. See, 2008. At that stage, I would actually kind of recommend that you might be in the market for getting a new primary drive, if that is the primary drive. It will do the reverse. Download now. All right, his system is working, and I doubt that it has any problems with viruses at all, so I'm just going to leave that there. This one says replace the RAM and freaking clean it. That's your primary drive. Okay, if it's from 2008, now I know that a lot of like hard drives, and it's just a regular hard drive, right? Like an actual, like, spin up hard drive. Oops, what am I doing with thermal paste? Like, I'm just spreading thermal paste all over the inside of this thing. This'll keep it cool. Now, at this stage, I would really recommend that if your old hard drive, if it's getting up there, it's about 10 years old, and the life expectancy of just a spin-up hard drive. You clean your PC every week. That's not bad, but if the hardware itself is getting old, you might want to consider replacing it and getting a new primary drive. And hey, you were talking about how you need to get yourself a solid state, and yeah, that would be a real good thing. What happens if I download the antivirus if it doesn't need it? That's the thing. I don't think it does anything, but that's one thing I was kind of worried about earlier in the stream. I'm like, all right, if I install a piece of software that I didn't necessarily need, am I going to be penaltied for that? Like, that would make me mad. Just like, what's this bloatware on my computer? Get rid of it. You will get a new one. You just need money. Fair enough. I'm just going to bring it up. You know, like, no rush. I've talked about this before, and I will say this again. I really, at some point in the near future, I gotta get a hold of my mom, and we gotta go over her computer. I need to, like, reinstall Windows on that badly. It's a decent laptop, and it's been running for a really long time, but it needs fixing. Like, I think she's installed some stuff that was basically malware a long time ago. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I pulled out the RAM. My brain no work. I just started plugging things in, just like, there we go, make computer work. Also, what the heck? Oh, I guess this RAM stick was broken. Here, let's see. Will this work? Oh, no, it doesn't. I need to take out this thing first because it's sitting in the way. Shite. Okay. That's fine. Okay, now replace the RAM in there. This one's broken. And this one is severely spankly new. Alright, that's good. Let's make sure we put the thermal paste on, just so we don't do something stupid. Jesus, a giant machined metal slab. Crazy bastard. But no, her laptop is having a similar issue right now that this PC currently had, where it just kept on running into so many different issues. The problem is with my computer, it had to do with how plugged up my registry was. And I could say the same thing could be happening to her laptop, but I'm fairly certain that some of the random malware and the things that she had downloaded over the course of her owning that thing, I'm pretty sure that it's probably still squatting on her computer. As well as, also, I've attempted to try and install new updates via a Windows Update on that thing, and for whatever reason, it's not doing it. And I think that maybe some of the malware that she had downloaded at some point broke Windows Update at one point. That's my only guess I could possibly say, is that, like, it probably intentionally broke Windows Update to make sure that the computer was no longer scanning out anything that had to do with viruses. It was probably trying to mask itself and pretend like, oh no, everything's fixed. Everything's fine. Nothing is broken. Please do not look behind the, it's like, ignore the man behind the tarp. Okay, so this thing, I've never cleaned this out. Is that okay? There's nothing in here talking about viruses, but we keep talking about viruses, so I'm just going to do it anyway. I don't care. It's easy and quick, and it's not, it's, as long as it's not benchmarking the computer, I'm fine. Oh, wait, I put the thermal paste after the CPU? Shit. Wait, did you put okay, you're probably fucking with me. You didn't actually do that, did you? Because I'd be mad if you did. For God's sake, I hope you're kidding me. You did, but the PC is all good? I've seen some horror show pictures of people that have done that very thing. Where they're like, oh, thermal paste, this will make the CPU and the motherboard connect better. No, thermal paste is supposed to be for the area outside the motherboard. Like, it's outside the CPU and connecting to the, the CPU cooler, so that it has better contact, so the heat can dissipate easier. So for God's sakes, if anyone isn't kidding about that, okie dokie. So this is pretty much all. You're using the thermal paste from the water cooling. That included one. That tends to be okay. There are some really good products that just come with thermal pads that you peel off a part of it, and then you just solidly seat the cooling portion of the cooler. Like, just whatever is being used to cool the CPU, just put it down after cleaning the surfaces really well, and you don't even need to use thermal paste. I like those things. Although a couple of people are really militant about how that's not as efficient and whatever. When you play PUBG or something, your CPU is at 40 degrees Celsius. Oh, damn my American brain and not knowing what Celsius is in Fahrenheit. Anyway, so all this stuff is done and ready to go. Okay, cross your fingers. Let's hope that we get 5 stars on all these. Can you build me a new PC? I did that. His new PC is at $427. Let's hope he doesn't think I'm a cheapskate asshole. Yes, he doesn't give a shit. Cool. Low disk space. I despair. This will be easy. Can you fix this? Replace the RAM. I have done just that. They fixed the RAM in my machine, and they were quick. Thank you, sir. I wonder if I waited until the next day, perhaps I would have gotten some kind of a... Just like, well, they waited till the very last minute. I don't know. They were okay. They fixed it, but I could have gone with something quicker. Alright, replace the PSU. They put in a working PSU, and they did a great job. And I also gave you Cooler Master, which you like. Oh, God. Here's Blake again. Hey there! Did you get my email about the Film Classics Archive? Yes, I did. It was very nicely written. Clearly, you did it. Oh, hello, Varric J. How's it going? Sup, nerds? And also, nice Power Ranger lightning. Anyway, here's our Scottish friend here. Did you get my email about Film Classics Archive? It's going great so far. I've only got 5 users in a heated debate about Captain Cartwright on our forums. Nerds. Behind the scenes, I've been ripping my entire collection of cult classics to populate the Film Classics Archive, but I've actually running out of hard drive space again. Jesus, man. Clean some of that out. Could you add some more storage for me, thanks? By the way, I noticed you're not signed up as a supporter yet. Your technical services are great and much appreciated, but if you want to sign up as a community backer, you can. No pressure. You still have the link? I can send it to you again if you need. No, it's fine. And there's the dude. Getcha. You just yeeted my Discord off a cliff. Please don't yeet the Discord. That's a nice place. It doesn't deserve a massive amount of yeeting that hard. So who's this guy? I bought a PC from you a while back from a guy called Tim. God damn it, Tim. And it has always seemed to run a bit hot. I thought there was nothing to be done about it, but a good friend of mine, Dr. Waterman, ooh, hello Waterman, told me about how you fix his machine, and so I was wondering if you could have a look at mine as well. Diagnose, run 3... Oh, damn it. This is one of those PCs that there isn't actually anything that you could actually discern from the computer. It's like, it's borked. I have no clue. Blork, blorgerbab. Jesus. I guess I'll take it. Upgrades, please. I hear you work with computers. No, I work with toasters, but then I merged over to the PC gig. I don't even know why. Rig is running really slow lately. Gotta hit that number. Total Intel fanboy. Don't try and pass off any used parts. What I'm guessing is that this budget here is probably for a new CPU. So let's go shopping. Doop doop. 650 and you want an Intel. Gotcha. Cabby Lake Sky. I have no clue. I'm glad I'm not in the... am I in the period of time in the game where, Skylake, Kaby Lake is going to even matter. I'm scared.
You know what they say, old toasters run 3D mark.
No, they don't. You're going to update your NVIDIA drivers, BRB. Sounds good. Oh, I was debating about whether or not I wanted to install NVIDIA GeForce Experience when I redid my computer. And I ultimately decided to, just because it's a little bit easier. But I feel like that program is just a little bit bloatware-y. Just a tad bit. It's just sitting on your computer at all times. I don't like it. It is. I agree. And my friends don't agree with me. They're just like, oh, whatever. My computer runs fine with it on. Yeah, but you're not a power snob. You don't need everything to be running at top efficiency. It's helpful sometimes. Oh, it is. It keeps you up to date and you don't have to think about it, but... Gosh darn it. Anyway, hold on a moment. I'm taking a look at all these CPU... What the hell's the budget for... The budget is $650. So my rig is running really slow. Gotta hit this in benchmarks. Totally Intel fanboy. Don't try and pass off any parts you want new... Okay, this is confusing me. Let me look at the PC stats real quick. Alright, the CPU definitely needs work. But the problem is the graphics card, I think, is going to be the next thing that we need to up. And that's scary. Because that means I need to actually start doing math. Oh no. Alright, so if we take a look at this. GeForce 620. Where are you at? Hey. Here it is. It's a Kaby Lake. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. Kaby Lake. GeForce 6. Okay, so we need to make sure that it's a Kaby Lake socket. Oh, my brain. Okay, let's click on that. And let's just get, like, the most expensive shit. Unless, okay, I don't know, does Skylake work in a Kaby Lake? I think it does. Oh, damn me and my lack of computer knowledge on this thing. I don't think it matters. I think as long as it's an Intel, I should be fine. Alright. I mean, I've actively gone and put stuff like the Pentiums and the Celerons into those computers that... Here, this is a Skylake, and I've clearly put those things into computers that were Kaby Lake. I guess I will eat my freaking words. If that's the case. Alright, let's just go for the most expensive freaking CPU I can get from here. And then I'll take the rest of the money and I'll spend it on something else. I'm going to say this. That's $250. And my budget... Okay, so I have $400 to work with getting a new graphics card. Graphics card that was already in there was a GeForce GTX 970 Gaming 4G. Actually, I should probably just go ahead and type that in. GeForce GTX 970... GTX 974. Here we are. Here's the card. It's okay, so this is actually $265. I have a little bit of wiggle room to work with here. So 4 gig. 5. All right. GPU SLI. This is intriguing for me. You know why? Because I noticed something about this. This is his card. But one thing that I noticed about this is that this is a multi-GPU card. So what I think might work for this is I could just get another one of these, link them, and maybe that'll make it work without spending too much extra cash. That actually sounds pretty good. I'm going to try that out. Okay. Okay, the budget is nothing for this, so I'm going to make the assumption I don't even need to buy anything. So that's fine. Upgrade to 8,000 gigabytes of storage. Well, luckily I can take a look at this and figure this out. 500 gig. Okay, he already has 1 terabyte. Jesus Christ, 8,000 gigs. Why? I know I have a whole bunch of I have a bunch of space on my computer, but I don't need this much. How many people would need this? I mean, okay, I guess he's ripping movies, probably horribly illegally, but still. Alright. What's the most efficient way that I could do this? Also, my budget is $300. Got it. Dun 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 dun. 480 gigabyte. Okay. All right. Here we go. I think, yeah, the best option I could possibly do for this would be to get like 2 of these. I don't know whether or not he's going to be tacking on the 1 terabyte he already has on his computer or not. I'm just going to say screw it and get him 2 of these drives just in case. Pretty sure he has the space to put new hard drives in, right? I think so. All right. Well, this guy's good. In transit. Nothing for that. And then this was this guy's budget, but I think maybe if I'm lucky enough, perhaps I have all the parts I need to actually do that. So, cool. All right. Oh, I'm going to accept this. Gotcha. I think that'll do it for this little bit here. Coolio. It feels so empty in here. How long have I been streaming? Oh, right, I need to pay rent today. Here. Oh my god, I've almost been streaming for 2 hours and just, I got sucked into this game so hardcore. I lose the passage of time. There's all the parts. I feel like I'm probably going to do this one last day, and then we are going to call it. So, power it on, pay our bills. Yeah, okay, the game is stuttering. What the hell? So here's the computer that wants the score of the ridiculous amount. Let's go ahead and figure out whether or not maybe I'm already screwed. Oh, shit. You know what I just realized? If this computer can't SLI, which it very well might not be able to, I might have ruined myself. I didn't check the motherboard. Whoopsies. Don't call it yet. No, it's cool. It's cool. Got one more time. Shit. I don't know if this I don't know if this motherboard supports SLI or not. Also, what the fuck? Uh-oh. I messed up. Shit. Yep. Damn it. Did not factor that in. All right. Well, GG, my amigo. Oh, son of a bitch. So, okay. This thing, it has to connect into an ATA slot. Oh. Shoot. Looks like I only had one option, and that was to get a better graphics card. You know, I'm doing pretty good at the moment. I feel like at this stage, I could very easily just get a part and have it delivered today. You know, I'm gonna treat myself. But first, let's go ahead and replace the chip in here. Let's put in the new one. And then we'll take a look at our budget, and then we'll make some decisions based off of that. I said the bad word. I say a lot of bad words. Pass hand. I have been trying to avoid bad words just because, you know, Horrible bad words in and of themselves is not really much of a joke. Oh my god! Oh, that reminds me of something. Did you see the news about what what YouTube is currently doing in relation to swearing on YouTube? You remember when you had your crappy PC months ago?
Yep.
No, I recently saw they're changing up the way that swearing works on their platform. They are not banning it, not straight up. But what they're doing is they're making it so that any videos that have any swearing in them for the first 3 minutes, you are demonetized, and you are just demonetized, and you're not allowed to make money off of the video. And they're retroactively doing this for you know, I think they're retroactively doing it. I forget. But I know for sure you can't just upload a video with swearing within the first 3 minutes. And on top of that, I've also heard that you can't even censor the words either. Okay, so the budget is $650. I have 400 remaining. Gotcha. Let's go for it and look for a graphics card that's $400. Here, let me sort it by price. Are they closing channels? That i7-6700 is really cheap. I think it's based off of some fairy tale price somewhere out there. They can't really change up their prices and make them actually fit with the current economy. I think the pricing in this thing is actually based off of wherever this game comes from. I forget. No, YouTube is not closing any of these channels. Like, they're still open, it's just you're not allowed to make any ad revenue off of them. Which, you know, that's not the end of the world for some channels. But for some channels that their entire Ubra, the entire base of what their channel is, if they have a whole lot of swearing in their videos, a big old backlog of their videos, I'm sure, have been demonetized. That's the major problem. As well as now they have to watch what they're doing and and clean up their act. And like I was saying before, I think you're not even allowed to censor the words either using a censor beep. Because I think YouTube can identify when you use a censor beep, and it can put it into the proper context of what the censor beep probably was. And by extension, they can say, oh no, you swore here. No, we're not allowing this to be monetized. So I know of a couple of YouTubers that instead of just, you know, sucking it up and dealing with it, instead they are going and doing a really petty thing, and they're just making clever censors that aren't customary censor beeps. You know, like they'll put a word over it, or, you know, like deranged screaming or something. So I know for a fact that it's going to change stuff, that's for sure. It's not complete, it's not doomsday, it's just really, it's shitty. The good news is that for me, I don't monetize anything that I'm doing at this moment in time. So I don't have much to worry about. I am trying to just clean up my act and keep my dialogue, keep a lot of the dialogue that I'm doing clean. Not because I want to try and make ad revenue or anything, or I don't want to fall within a bad category. It's just personally, I don't feel right about doing as much swearing as I used to. You know, I would much rather have a point. Ooh, installation successful. Yay! Drivers are done. Okay, so I'm taking a look at the prices for everything here. My best guess is that a Xi'an GeForce GTX 980 is probably going to be our best bet at getting a good score. You hate how YouTube is so authoritarian. You and everybody else. Boy, it's going to cost $100 for shipping. Whoops. You know what? I'll pay the price. I just really hope this actually fixes the problem. How long do I think the GTX 1070 will last? I think the graphics card... Oh, in a 2016 GPU. It's not really much of an issue. Like, it's not really much of an issue with, like, how long it's gonna... Are you talking just, you know, compatibility-wise, how long it's gonna last? Because I know the card's gonna last for a really long time. It's just a question of how long will it be before you probably need to upgrade to something else. Personally, I think that the 1070 is just a little bit of a tick below the 1080. So I would say that you are, if you have a 1070, you're pretty much good. How long will you need? Will it need to take you to upgrade? The 10 line is pretty good. Like, I waited for a good 5 years before I upgraded my old CPU, and that I don't even remember if that was top tier or not. Okay. Also, okay, no, it's different. I hate the fact that this and this look pretty much the same, as well as all of these look extremely similar. Okay, $25 remaining. This is pretty much all I'm going to be able to do with this computer, unfortunately. And hopefully, by doing this, I will have everything I need to make this computer work. So give me a second. I haven't even pulled this up, but I really should. Strong S. My rig is running really slowly lately. Got to hit this number in benchmarks. You're a total Intel fanboy. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. Okay. None of this stuff is used. All of it is brand spanking new. I am under budget. So the big thing now is just to make sure that I hit the benchmark that I need to hit. I should do Terraria with the Calamity mod. I thought about that before. I know I have done Terraria on the stream before. Well, that was a really long time ago, though. But I have not done the Calamity mod. I forget if I did the Calamity mod with friends, though. I think I might have. I did some mods with friends, that's for sure. It's been forever since I played Terraria. Right now, our current jam is we're playing Stardew Valley on and off, just in our off time. We'll just be like, we'll hang out. We'll just be like, oh, hey, we're all in the chat room. You guys want to jump into a farm and, you know, crops stuff? I've heard the Calamity mod is insane. I've also heard that DM Dokuro was the guy who did a whole bunch of the music for it, and that is very exciting for me, because I like his stuff. Hello, True Hilts. How's it going? Okay. Now time to give this thing a test. You know, we're getting real close to the point where I should probably just go ahead and buy one of these desks. What am I up to? Just building PCs. And derping around. That is about it. I'm just really nervous because I feel like the second I go and I spend this $1,500, I'm going to run into a circumstance where I mess up royally and end up... Like, one of these computers might become a money sinkhole. Does this game come with price tags or hardware? I guess in reference to what? Are you talking the price tags for the actual items that you are currently buying and putting into the game? You know, like putting into each one of these things? It kind of has a pseudo price, but the price is a little bit more based off of... I don't think it's based off of American currency, first off. It's not close to a real price, and on top of that, the tech sector, it's so volatile that you can't really base it off of that. Like, 1 minute, a graphics card might be extremely cheap, and then the next minute, suddenly, cryptocurrency is going to become ridiculous, and then it's going to soar out of the roof. So, now you can't really base your decisions off of the prices that you see in this game. Oh, Jesus, is that close enough? Is that good? Damn it! Shit! Son of a bitch. Well, I don't know what to do at this stage. Because I don't really think... Okay, that's for 183. That... Oh, shoot. Okay. Because, yeah, I don't really have any more budget to be able to do much of anything else. What do I need to improve on is the question. Because maybe the RAM might have something to do with it. I don't think so. The main thing that these guys test is the graphics card and the CPU. What can I do at this stage? I don't know. I don't think I'm at that point in the game where I have to overclock stuff. Yeah, color me scared at this stage. Yeah, the only thing I could see that could even be improved in this thing was the RAM, and that's it. And even then, that's 8 gigs, 2400 megahertz. It's pretty good. CPU is one of the best CPUs you could possibly put in a computer. This is the best thing I could put in on short notice. Unless I okay, so this dude doesn't want me to put anything used in the computer, but give me a second. I'm going to take a look at what we have currently sitting in here, and maybe I can make a decision based off of that. Let's see. 17. Right. I'm going to turn this off. I'm probably going to go over budget if I decide to pick up anything else, though. That's the problem. This is ugly. All right. All right. Core frequency of this, 1279. The only thing that I would say would be better would be this. And even then, I don't know what the price is for this. So I might go overboard with this. Interesting. I forget. Did this thing... I don't think I put this in this computer just yet. Oh, God, I totally forget. No, okay, because this... the GeForce 970, these are the things that I attempted to try and pick up because I was going to SLI them. Then I messed up and I found out that I can't do that. Is this inherently better? It's cheaper. Will I get a better score for it, is the question. Okay, so the previous thing in here, 4 gig. Core frequency is... Okay, the only thing that isn't higher is the memory frequency, but the core frequency might be able to edge it out somewhat. Problem is, this is a used part. So I can't install this. Okay. All right. I really should have been looking at core frequency when I was buying stuff. I messed up there. All right. Here. I'll go ahead and I will sort it by price, but let me just take a look at what we currently have. All right, this is not good. No. I'm just going to work my way down. Oh God. Oh, here we go. All right, we're getting into some better territory. But this is 2 gigs. Shit. There we go. 4 gig. These are the 960 lines, though. Can we get something newer? These things are fairly cheap. What the fuck? Oh, geez, my brain. All right. Well, let's work with this, shall we? It's so weird how pricing works when it comes to this stuff. It's dumb. Like, why is this more expensive than this? Why are CPUs that were released, like, 6 years ago still stupidly expensive? I was just looking up some parts so that, like, maybe I could start putting a shopping list together for just some upgrades to this computer. God, and I don't understand it sometimes. I mean, I know that in some capacity, supply and demand is a really big portion of the pricing for a lot of things, but still, it's dumb. Alright. Well, I have some particularly bad news involved with this. Because of the... yeah. 1392. Looks like one of the best things I could pick up is the Zotac GeForce GTX 1050. Well, there's a gigabyte GeForce GTX 1531. Oh, all right. It's 15231, 17. Numbers games. All right, this. Oh no. This is a 2 gigabyte. This is 4 gigabyte VRAM. Not quite. Not quite. Yep. Okay. I think we got a winner, and it is the Zotac. But the problem is that I have once again spent a whole bunch of money on shipping, and I really shouldn't have. I'll take my lumps. I want this so bad to work. So bad. You don't even know. I feel like you could, I really wish there was a way you could maybe, like, just take a trip to Best Buy or some shit. How fast do they deliver stuff? We live in the Amazon era. Amazon, it'll order stuff for you before you even think about it. All right. So, we are back down to... We have $235 remaining of the budget. So, now, at this stage, we're well within the budget. If things still need to be buffed, I could potentially go and pick up some RAM, or replace the RAM that is inside this thing. So that's not bad. And I think from now on, I'm absolutely going to try my best to make sure that I not only look at the price points and the release dates of these things, but also the power behind them. But God help me! We just need to cross our fingers that this works. Now, I'll repeat this. I've said this several times over the course of me playing this game, but I have so badly wanted there to be a fire mechanic. I've wanted spectacular failures of these computers. I want these things to spring black holes. Just like that level of terror and like, I mean, I know this part of PC Building Simulator, oh, it's pretty freaking accurate. Okay, it's accurate. I like those simulator games that they throw everything at the wall just to see what sticks. Like, I guess realism is one thing, and it's real cool with enthusiasts and stuff. But at the same time, I'd like to see some violence. So I forget, I think... You fixed my computer wrong, and now the world is in danger! Boy, this feels really addish. What the fuck? What? Hold up. What's wrong with this? Okay. Shit. Why? What's the problem with this? Why didn't this work? Some kind of an alien supercomputer. I don't get you, game. I'm kind of like, I'm up to here with this customer. I'm at the point where I kind of want to just give them... I want to give them just a damn computer. And I really don't think the RAM is going to fix this. Like, this ain't a situation where I feel like that would be effective. Out of curiosity. What was that one? This is used. But God help me, I want to see if this works. Bit's getting upset. It's okay. I'm frustrated. But I know better than to get stupidly, stupefyingly frustrated at a game. Here. I want to know. Oh, Victor is back with ice cream. Eat a Sneakers. Sorry, did I say sneakers? Do not eat your shoes. Eat a Snickers if you are frustrated. Bit peeved. Well, there we go. Now, I don't think this is going to work. If it does, then I definitely need to go and look up this model of GPU and just buy it. Don't be upsetty. Have some spaghetti. I feel like I need to read that in, like, Papyrus's voice. Don't be upsetty. Have some spaghetti! Yeah. As he throws a spaghetti plate directly at your face. I guess I don't really... at this stage of the game, would I even have the tools necessary to do overclocking? I don't think so. I'm going to go and take a look at software. Let me see. Quick screws, auto connect. Faster installation upgrades. I don't care. Oh, yeah, no, I don't. This is the OCCT. This is a testing machine. Check CPU, RAM, GPU overclocks are stable. I feel like they probably are not ready to give me those tools. Don't eat Snickers. Oh, I love Snicker. I definitely like candy bar. Okay, yep, all right, I have my answer. All right. So, what I think is happening here is I probably really overstepped on how much to spend on a CPU. I feel like the CPU was not the main thing I should have been focusing on, and I should have been focusing more directly on the GPU. So, I think I need to go back to the drawing board with this. 3D Mark score of 4868. Let's go to the shop and let's head over to graphics cards. And let's make a decision based off of graphics cards. And then we'll get a better CPU if we have it in the budget. Let's reverse it. So we're looking for both power and price. Well, all right. If we wanted to take a look at this. The budget is $650. The most expensive GPU I could possibly get at this moment is the MSI GeForce GTX 980 Ti gaming. Is this it? How much better is this thing as opposed to this? It's like $5 extra. It's not really necessary. But why shoes? Sneakers! Sneakers! That was the joke. Sneakers. Snickers. Also, whatever you do, don't eat a Snickers while you also have them inside of a sneaker. Okie dokie. So, this means that I have $100 to do work on a CPU. I got hooked on this. I'm a total Intel fanboy line. I shouldn't have. The shoes. I wish there was a way that I could, like, filter this stuff via price. Like, that would be nice. Okay, so... This is $495, which means I have $105 at my disposal. Actually, wait. The price... Okay, it's $650. So... I have just, like, about $155 at my disposal for a CPU, in theory. No, I don't know that. What is that? You're not you when you're hungry. Sneakers satisfy. Tasty leather. Music. No, oh jeez, did you try and link me? Sorry, I don't have links enabled for Twitch. Maybe send me a PM with it. All right. $155. This would be it. Right? So 495, 155, 650. There we go. Yeah, okay, I see you sent me that message. I'll take a look at it a little bit later. But, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I have messed up a total of 3 times. And I am flushing my money down the drain. Hopefully we'll run into some projects where some of this stuff that I bought will actually be effective in other people's, rigs and other people's computers. This is why I didn't want to just buy another table, because I'm like, what if I run into a problem? But now that we have flipped our thinking, now we are going for the heftiest, strongest graphics card you could possibly pick up. I hate the fact that this dude also wanted nothing but new parts, too. Asshole. Alright, he likes Intel, so there we go. We have ourselves some Intel in his computer. I can make time stop as I make computers. What? In reference to what? No. Well, luckily I have enough power. Yeah, I got plenty of power. Look at that. Here we are. This is the computer. It's rigged up. I don't have a timer, right? Oh yeah, no, there's no timer with this. It's just a case of, can you do it without spending a crap load of money? Anyway. The budget is tapped out. And you can't go over budget, otherwise the client gets really angry. They're just like, why did you make me spend an extra $300? You billed me this ridiculous amount of money. I don't have this kind of money. You know what my budget was. Screw you. And that's completely fair. I know I wouldn't, want to send my computer in for repairs, and they're just like, dude, we tricked this thing out with a satellite! $5,000, please. Why is this so slow? I don't get it. Oh, right, that was the CPU portion. Now it's moving nice and liquid clear. Liquid clean. You got Zawaldo stand and you stop time as you work on computers. I feel like that ain't necessary, but... Okay, well, just based off of these lovely visuals, it looks like we've made a computer that appears to run really slick and smooth. And we've used every single penny of the budget. My hope is that I hope that the game had this in mind when they were planning out this little puzzle. Oh my god! Hey! Yeah, that's what the game wanted me to do. Sweet! I did the thing! Alright, before I completely mess this up. Strongs. What else does Strongs want in his computer? Rig is running really slow lately. Gotta hit this number. Done. Total Intel fanboy. Done. Don't try to pass off any parts. I want all new stuff. Done, done, and done. Yeah, we did it, and it only cost us like an extra like $1,500 of extra money. Right, let's move on to the next ones. Son of a bitch. So I believe this one didn't have a budget for it. GG. Dr. Wright. Bought a PC from you a while back, guy called Tim. Always seemed to run a bit hot. Thought there was nothing to be done about it, but you're a good friend of mine, Dr. Waterman. So what I assume is happening with this, since it was Tim that worked on this previously, I'm going to make an assumption and say that he probably did not put thermal paste on the CPU. As well as also, I'm going to take a quick look at this. All right. This is working. In case this is absolutely what it is, I'm just going to go ahead and just... There. Seat that on. Dunzo. Right, and you wanted 3D Mark. Like every other person on the planet, apparently. Fine. That's cool. Hey. There. Ugh. I don't know what I'm gonna end up having to sell a lot of this back stock of stuff that I don't need. Oh god. This computer is molasses. Look at this. 1 frame per hour. Okay, well, I guess I'll wait for you to be done. Anyway, yeah, this should fix it in theory, considering it's Tim, and I'm sure he probably forgot the thermal paste. Come to think of it, yeah, it says here it's been diagnosed and fixed. I think I did it. Okay. And then as for you, this is going to be real easy. All I got to do is, like, chuck a bunch of hard drives into this dude, and that'll call it. How's my own computer working at the moment? Oh, wow. Yeah, the CPU. Let's go ahead and talk about, you know, live statistics with BitB. Currently, my computer is currently fluttering at around 55% CPU currently being run at the moment. The GPU is currently running at about 33%. That's an 8,000 gigabyte, sir. That's not 800 gig, that's 8,000. Yeah. Gonna take a little bit more than that. Oh, hello. Okay, that's done. Oh, shit. Yeah, this guy has been ripping movies. He needs plenty of space. But luckily, I have already bought his stuff. And this is a no-brainer. So we're good. Clink. So, alright, where's the... I guess the drive bays are in the back? Yeah. Yeah, right, I remember. I messed around with this guy's system before. Although, doesn't this guy have a weird thing where, like, now I gotta install the drives in, like, weird places? I forget. Oh, this thing's broken. Get out of here. Yeah, what did this guy want me to do? All right, here's the storage. But now we got a little bit of a problem. So where else can I install storage though? Can't fit Seagate Barracuda. Upgrade. Okay, it says upgrade to 8,000. So what I think I can do at this stage is, I don't remember which one of these things is the primary. I believe this is the extended memory that I put in the computer the last time. So let me just unhook. Bastard. CPU is running under 10%. And you have Twitch, Steam, and Discord open. 1666. Satan! Ignore it. I don't think he is a conduit to the devil. It's good. We'll be all right. There we go. Okay, that's all it needed me to do. I remember that puzzle. I remember being confounded because I'm sitting there just like, there are no more spaces to put hard drives. What am I supposed to do? Do I know why MJ died? Are we talking Michael Jordan? I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan isn't dead. Unless I missed the news, like some really, really bad news. Unless this is a joke. Oh, Michael Jackson. Well, I know the actual reason, but is there a joke reason? No OS. What? Oh, did that completely wipe out the OS? Shit. My bad. Well, I guess in theory you didn't need any of those files on your computer. He too hard. Good answer. It works. Okay, apparently, yeah, the original infrastructure of the computer doesn't mean shit. It's just like, oh, does it run? Okay. Alright, I think that's everybody. You'd better be happy, you bastard. If he comes back and he gives me a 3-star review just being like, oh, man, I don't know. Just being like, I don't want this brand. I don't like MSI. This guy's a jerk. Okay, so this is the easy one. Boink. Overheating PC. Done. Achievement unlocked. From humble beginnings. Aw, how nice. Oh yeah, I'm level 6 now. Neat. Overheating PC. Okay, let's discard that. Discard that. You. Thank God. All right. Install Intel parts. Only use new parts. My PC now has a benchmark score of this, and they even use Intel parts. How did they know? You asked me. You okay? Oh, no. Okay. All right. Technology. Oh, God. He's back. Soldier Boy voice. You! Anyway, he's back. Good day. Predictably, my computer has failed once more. This time, the thing won't turn on at all. Oh, goodness only knows why. I can only assume it died out of desperation. I'm an award-winning author, you know. I should not have to deal with this sort of thing. I certainly never had any of those problems with my typewriter. The only problem is, the only problem I had with that with changing the ink ribbons once in a while, and having to hear my editor whine about dealing with the real paper for a change. That's the problem with people these days. No literary construction. Anyway, do you what you can. I just want this techno-dystopian nightmare to end. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef. The budget is $100, and we need to diagnose and fix what's wrong. What would be $100 in this computer? No clue. Could be anything. Is there an app for MJ? Probably. Anyway, I'll accept it. Test at Telecom. Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I remember this dude. Shit. Test at telecom.aa. Do get back to me. Attention. I am Mr. Brian Eggleston, solicitor and personal attorney to Prince Duarte, exiled prince currently held at Chichester International Airport. We are unable to leave without our computing being searched by authorities. Due to the negligence of oversight, the computer is not working condition. I have made several contacts for repair, but all prove abortive, hence I decided to contact you. I have worked out a procedure that will ensure success, and as a lawyer, I ensure that all our actions are within the confines of the law. I am authorized to offer a final reward of $0 for any assistance rendered. Full payment to your name and address on transit to be delivered to you. I will forward to you one computer hardware for immediate repair. Please replace hard disk drive and return the to the forwarding address supplied. Upon success receipt of working hardware, we will release the remaining reward amount to you. Note, if you've received this message in your junk or spam, it's due to your internet provider. Something seems wrong about this. Sure. What's up? I need to upgrade my PC. I'm really hoping you can upgrade the CPU. Can you put 16 gigs of RAM in it, please? There's not much air coming out of the back. Could it be blocked? I'm a total Team Group fanboy. My son is always going on about 3D Mark. What is that? Alright. Well, what should we do? Okay. So, 16 gigs of RAM, Team Group. Alright, so the pieces that we are currently looking at here. Clearly, we need to get Team Group RAM and 16 gigs of it. So, if I take a look at what we currently have at our disposal. There we are. So here's some Team Group. Oh boy. Hoping you can upgrade the CPU. Can you put in 16 gigs of RAM in, please? There's not much air coming out of the back. Could it be blocked? Okay, so this dude is not asking for a 3D Mark score, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to get 16 gigs of RAM in general. I'm not going to get like the best, fanciest, shiniest RAM I could possibly pick up. That don't matter. I just need to hit the mark. That's it. So I think a good use of my money. Jesus, there are so many T4. Okay, what's the lowest megahertz for Team Force is my question. 2400, 2600. Team Force gets up to like ridiculous heights and I don't know why. Yeah, it looks like the lowest I could possibly get is like 2400. And even then, how much RAM is in that stick? Yep, all right. I'm going to say 2 of those. The budget is $245. We are currently up to 140. Okay. So $105 that we can spend on a new CPU. And that should do... Okay, wait a minute. So what kind of CPUs are we talking here? And what's his CPU currently in his computer? Ta-da! Okay. Pentium G4 400. I have $105 at my disposal for a CPU. Oh, wait. How much money? What, that was 105, right? I just want to be sure, because I'm scared. Yeah. i3, lol. Hey, i3 ain't bad. If you need to pick, if you need a specific power CPU, I mean, okay, well, I have a suspicion that what it wants me to pick up, and I don't have it in my inventory, is this. I have everything else under the sun, apparently, but not this. It's just that i3 being 3 is funny. I don't know if it's that funny. It works. It does the job. I hate the fact that, like, these parts are they're asking for very specific parts here, it seems. But anyway, this will cover the entirety of the budget, which is getting 16 gigs of RAM, 2 of these. This is going to chalk up to 140. This is going up to 105. Okay, that's 245. This is this dude's budget, the entirety of it. Okay. I'm going to wait to pick... I need to start being really smart about shipping, because I went and did a lot of stupid stuff out of nowhere. Oh, right, my rent is due. Oops. Shit. Thank you. And I leveled up, which means I got a bunch of new stuff, so... Okay. Oh, hi, Tim. How's it going? Your jacket... What the fuck is this? Hey, nephew, seeing the great work you're doing has inspired me to get back into business. I've spotted a great niche over here in Marbella. Can't speak too much about it. Let's just say it's a golden opportunity. All I need is a little float. Say $5,000? In return, I'm ready to give you 10% of Tim's red hot repairs. It feels like you've earned it. I don't know if I trust this asshole, but if he's planning on handing me some shares, I feel like I can keep this freaking place afloat. Timbo 2000! Yeah. My trust is low. My trust is very low. Hope you enjoyed your month. That feels... Oh, God. This sentence here just feels... We have received your 500. Hope you enjoyed your month. God, that feels extortionate. Am I 20? I'm in my 20s. I'll tell you that. Okie dokie. Okay, upgrade the CPU. Okay, this is the thing that I was going to be doing later, so there we go. And this is in transit. I don't really know what the heck it is that he needs. I don't know. Oh, right. Yeah. I got to wait for it to come back, and I need to replace the hard drive, which I think I already do. Oh, stop asking about my name. Yeah, or my age, rather. And this guy, I don't know what the heck his computer is doing, but... Okay. Upgrade. Tim, you jerk. Alright, this seems like the only thing that I need to pick up, so I'm going to go for next day delivery. And then we're going to call it for today, I'd say. I'll go ahead and I'll hand Tim a little bit of money after I'm comfortable. How about that? Right, and leaving everything in the nice harsh cold. Boy, that was a really shit thing that I ran into. You know, that one graphics card CPU thing, that was a pain. Timbo is a scammer. I don't know, there's that one dude that was like, you know, the one email in here that is very seedy. Da-da. Oh, that almost sounded like the Windows opening right there. Anyway. No. Clearly, Tim, he is a reasonable, responsible guy. This guy, on the other hand, who is almost, like, he's dangerously close to broken English. Oh, yeah, Mexican sweets. Well, okay, have you tried Mexican Coke before? And I don't mean cocaine. I mean Mexican Coca-Cola. Bitby has no age. He's just a couple words in a void of boxes. Plot twist. The start of every stream is a face reveal, and we all had no idea. I love that canon, but yeah, it very much is just me floating in boxes, apparently. The Mexican Coke tastes different. Yeah, I like it. It tastes sweeter. It tastes like less sticky, if that's a good way to put it. It's less refreshing. It feels like less like it's just clinging to your freaking throat, that kind of thing. And more bubbly. I kind of agree with that. The only problem is that it's very difficult to get around here. And even if you did find a place that was selling it, you usually end up finding people that are selling it for something like $2 for each bottle, something like that. Yep, Mexican Coke uses real sugar. That's exactly it. It uses cane sugar. And I like the way that it's made with cane sugar, because originally the original Coca-Cola formula had sugar in it, but they swapped over to high fructose corn syrup around the time after they revealed New Coke. And a lot of people they tie in conspiracies with New Coke that the reason why they even did it in the first place is to try and keep people off the scent of them changing the original recipe of Coca-Cola. So people wouldn't notice, just like, oh yeah, the refreshing original taste of Coca-Cola. Turns out it's not the original at all. Yep, Coca-Cola is different here in the USA. Definitely. Again, if I have an opportunity to pick up a Mexican Coke as opposed to just a regular can of Coke, I will. I'm a little bit snobbish when it comes to soda. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before on the stream ever. I don't know. Did you get that idea from me? Okie dokie. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this horrifying mess for the next time that we start up the stream and do more stuff. One of these days, one of these streams, if I have enough money and enough backlog, I really should take this computer down here. I should actually hack into it and and make myself a really nice PC over here at my workstation. That'd be cool. Off-brand sodas always have that weird cheap vibe to their taste. They're not bad, but the vibes. I could see that. I've had specifically when somebody brews their own root beer and just releases it locally. I've had locally brewed root beer. Oh man, that stuff. I remember I tasted one, and I for whatever reason, locally brewed root beer, it always has this taste of bubblegum. With that kind of thing. It's weird. Next thing you know, you're going to come back to this and say, what the heck did I leave behind? Thanks, past me. Well, that's exactly it. I'll be like, what is up with my... Why don't I have this many profits? Jesus. And that's it. I mean, that's usually how one of these streams start, where I'm just trying to piece back together. We're like, why did I... How? What do I do? Any hoopity derp, I think I'm going to end things. So, regular outro stuff. Thanks everybody who came into the stream to just watch me build computers and do all these kinds of random regular things. I'm $3,000 away from Leet. Yes, I am. Let's waste our money. No. But anyway, if you want to take a look at this after it's done, I'm going to try to upload this really quickly. And I'm going to be uploading it to the YouTube channel shortly after the stream is done. There isn't really any kind of editing that I do with these, so it'll probably be put up there at some point soon. The backlog is actually completely uploaded to YouTube, and I'm proud of that, but I'm probably going to run into some more busy and then completely drop the ball again. Looking forward to that. Anyways, so my streaming schedule is Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want some more information about some stuff that I'm doing, I've been playing the Phoenix Wright series on Saturdays almost like ritualistically for the past 2 years, pretty much. So if you're interested in anything involved with that, I do that. I'm debating on what we're going to do on Saturday. Sunday. I'm still really excited about playing Smash. Those game days I really have fun with. So I'm kind of tempted to do that again, but again, I'm also really tempted to do Mario Kart, but I need more people that are interested in doing Mario Kart for the stream. So I guess I'll go ahead and put out a poll maybe on the Discord or something at some point when I'm getting close to, I think we're going to be doing that at some point. I like the Marios. Well, I don't know, Victor. Do you have Mario Kart? Because, like, maybe if... well, here's another question. Do you have a Switch? That's the one big question above that. Damaros. And if you don't have a Switch, you should probably get one because they're good. Anyway, so that is kind of the plan for Sunday. If it's not Mario Kart, which it probably won't be, probably be Smash. I know I really badly want to do a VR stream at some point, especially since OBS updated and it's a lot more efficient on the system. And I'd like to try and do some stress tests, and there are a lot of VR titles that have come out as of late that I really want to try on the stream. And finally, I want to get to that, so here. Now, as well as, I've also got a Hat in Time stream that I am planning on doing very soon here, so look forward to that. Okay, I am off. Again, thanks for coming out. See you next time.